Morning YouTubers, how we doing? All right, so today I'm going to be adjusting the belts on this 814, and this 814 has got the om366 engine with the double belt set up on it. So you adjust it on the alternator there, and then you adjust it on the belt tensioner just there. So I am going to go through with you guys how to adjust them correctly. So the om366 engine, brilliant engine, very reliable, very good. So basically this vehicle has 4 belts on it. So these 2 belts drive the air compressor, and then on the back of the air compressor you've got the power steering pump. You've also got the water pump that drives, which is just there. And over on this side you've got the alternator. So you just need to adjust these up. So you adjust it on the alternator on this side to adjust them, and then you adjust it on the belt tensioner on this side for the air compressor and the power steering pump. So what we do first is we crack that off, which is a 19, and the adjuster is 19 as well. So we just loosen the pinch bolt, and then if we look at the tension here, we simply undo this nut. So wind that nut out, and that brings the alternator out backwards and should tension the belt. Trick is not to go too excessive with this, because you don't want the belt too tight, because it puts too much pressure on the water pump pulley. That's about right to me. And then obviously you're going to tighten your pinch bolt back up to stop that alternator from moving. On this tensioner then, for the belts for the air compressor as well as the power steering pump, pretty much the same process. So undo your pinch bolt there, and then you've got to undo that bolt there for the tensioner, and then that, don't know if you can see it, makes it loose then. So basically wind that one out, and basically that will push the tensioner down and tension in the belt. So if we slowly wind this nut out, you need to make sure that this is only cracked off, because if you pull this out, then that is not going to wind down the threaded bar. So you need to keep that in. So if we keep winding it out, it will eventually tension the belt. Already they're starting to pull up some tension. So now these are nice and tensioned. Let's see what she looks like now. Much better. I do love how these sound. Always make sure as well, guys, that this hook is underneath, because you won't want this cab to come over on you down the road, because I have known a couple of my colleagues haven't put the cab down properly, pulled up against the junction and it tipped over. Appreciate the views though, guys. Take care, have a good day.